Studios. Welcome back to another stream inside of the neighbourhood map. We're back again today to do a little bit more building. I'm working here at the mansion again. I'm getting rid of all of this coal and I'm literally going to turn it into, I will go ahead and show you over at Jamie's house because he did the same outside the front of his. I also think I've done it over here too. Yeah, I'm going to change it to this colour, so we're going to actually grab that for after. And I did a similar thing here, but I'm going to use this one for mine. And basically we're going to do that whole like section bit inside of the mansion, just inside that sort of circular shape, not circular as such, but you know what we've been using to go ahead and obviously get things done. So what I'm actually hoping is that this won't spread and this won't touch any of the, you know. It's your boy. Hey, how you doing? So we'll just have to see exactly what goes down in Chinatown. Hopefully it doesn't spread. Let's just hope that we're all good. So let's go ahead and get some flint and steel, turn fire spreads on, and just basically spam this to let it all pretty much burn. I am going to do the same with the little road going up to the garage. I just thought I'd get the circle bit done first and then we can go up there later. And this should be good. This should get going. I'm going to put a lot of fire down, and like I say, hoping that this doesn't like go ahead catch to any of these. I mean, for all you know, it could catch onto the cobblestone. So we'll just make sure that this cobblestone is, you know, all out of harm's way. We're also gonna be changing this at some point as well, but that's good. I don't see any sign of that being able to spread to, you know, where we are right now, you know, to sort of like these bits or underneath here to start them burning. All of this, we should be, you know, we should be pretty solid, which is obviously what I wanted to be pretty solid and make sure that we get this. Now this isn't actually a really what you would call amazingly good trick. Like what I'm saying is to be honest with you, like it doesn't take a genius to work this out, but I actually never thought of it until my friend Steve told me about this. That if you break like a gap, if you break at least a block of 3 round the edge of what you want to burn, you can just burn the middle out, and it gets rid of it a lot quicker. Now, personally, I just play Minecraft. You know, I don't specifically sit there for hours and think of the quickest way to get rid of stuff, if you know what I mean. But when I got it told to me, I thought, hey, you know what? That's actually a pretty cool technique, if you get me. And now I obviously use it today, but you know, it's quite good. So there's one thing that I've really wished that I could have done for you guys on this channel, but unfortunately I can't do that. Now, I don't know if you guys know, or if you know a little bit into my kind of, let's say, background / past. I used to have another PlayStation account called MC_Noble_123, and basically I originally not playing Lego anymore. I still play it. I'm just kind of getting this world a little bit more back into shape, because I want to use it a lot more in Park Drive, and like I don't really go to other parts of Park Drive because obviously the neighbourhood is all kind of, you know, messed up and uncompleted, if you like. So I'm like coming back to it to get rid of it, not to get rid of it. What am I saying? to work on it and complete uncompleted stuff and build new stuff basically. Lego Worlds, I like it. It's a very glitchy game. There's a lot of it needs it needs stuff adding to it basically, and then I will go back and I did do a stream on it not that long ago actually, literally before I decided to come back to this map, which would be like, I only really decided to come back to this map sort of late last week, and to be fair, like now I just now I'm just like getting some stuff done on here, so I think at the same time as me getting some stuff done, I'll load up a live stream and talk to you guys type thing. But yeah, so you guys might know that I used to have an account called MC Noble 123, well MC underscore Noble underscore 123. I used to do all of my gaming, Minecrafting, uploading on that account. That was like my main account, and then this account which I'm using now was just a spare one, what I signed into when I went to a mate's house. So yeah. I'm just gonna read a message a sec. As I sit there looking out the pub window and thinking, F it, one more. Oh, okay. It's probably Ant just having a joke because it's Park Drive Day. He usually has a joke that it's Park Drive Day. Like, I know Ant, and he doesn't hardly ever really even go to the pub, if that makes sense. Like, and the thing about Ant is if you've already done something in the past, what's a joke? Like, even if he actually is at the pub, it still it still causes me to think that he isn't at the pub, if that makes sense, because he's played tricks before on Park Drive days. Like, even if we're in a chat party, is like he always comes out with little things, So yeah, I'm here. Do you remember? And what happened? I'm here, and do you remember what happened on it, Fred? I'm not Fred. That made no sense. Like, that literally, I'm not called Fred. It literally says I'm here. Do you remember what happened on it, Fred? Yes, I remember you. But yeah, so as I'm saying, I used to do like everything on my old account, and I had some, like, let's say decent building maps on there. Oh yeah, you were supposed. Oh, fire. Oh, I was just getting rid of it to fill some of this in. So yeah, so my. Oh wow. Alright, when did we get different coloured beds? Hold on a second. You having a laugh? Check this. What? Like, holy? That's pretty cool. Alright, I don't know what, I've never noticed them. They must have come out today. They weren't in there yesterday. I can guarantee you that they weren't in there yesterday.
What the
I can guarantee you, I can go back and watch a streak. They come out today.
I just saw your video. They've just come out today, I swear.
I swear there's like a blue bed and like all the wool blocks are now like different.
Oh, you can spawn skeleton horse, zombie horse, and llama. There's an update.
Oh wow. It literally said for me it was just a bug fix. Wow, sick. So yeah.
There's parrots. I'm having a parrot. And if...
Wait,
what?
where's parrots?
The eggs, yeah, it's like a green and red one. But I'm right.
Oh yeah. Haha, that's sick. Hello
I'm having
birdie.
a pet.
Hello birdie wordy. Yeah, when you get into your new house in Park Drive,
Hmm?
you've got to have a pet parrot.
I'm having a pet, I don't even care.
Oh wow, that's so sick. I wonder what you can do to it though, like, you know, like how you
Smash it in the face.
no, I mean like, you know how you tame dogs and
What? A totem of undying?
what? Hello. Hello birdie wordy. Wow, that's weird.
There's
Y-
some new stuff, I swear. There's been an update, I don't even care.
yeah, there's something else here as well.
What?
That looks sick.
Which?
What?
An
That's
observer?
yeah. But look at the design of it though.
Yeah, that's in that texture pack, but in the normal one, it's weird. Because I'm in the normal texture pack.
Oh whoa. What? It
What?
looks like it looks like it's got a security camera on it.
It does, doesn't it?
So what do you do with it?
Don't know.
Enter. Oh, ignites redstone signal. Wait.
What's this totem of undying? Hold on.
Wait. No.
Invite me out.
Yeah, I'll do it now. Alright, we've had a new update. That was unexpected.
So,
Oh yeah, coloured beds are good. This is good update to be honest with you. I wanna see what else there is. There's gotta be more stuff somewhere.
this is better than the update a few weeks ago when they changed all the wall colours.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that. Wow. No, it doesn't look like there's anything in this. Wait, have we always had a... Oh yeah, we've always had that.
What?
Mossy cobblestone walls.
Yeah, we've always had that.
Yeah, I forgot about them. Can you join... Can you make... Can you make as your... I don't know. What else is on
Look at
here?
this. There's a new phone.
Ha! It looks like a phone as well. What's it do?
I don't know.
Um... Prevents the
Prevents the holder
holder.
from dying, but
Yeah.
breaks in the process. Oh! So basically, if you have that in survival, yeah. Alright, put me in survival and teleport me really high.
Oh wait. Yeah, you're in survival. Right, let me just go like pretty high up. And
Oi! That's mental!
what?
I didn't die. I got regeneration 2 from it.
Ha, fair enough.
That's sick!
Alright, that's quite good. Wait, what page was that on? Was that on the potions?
It's on the tools, weapon and armour, and it's down one.
Oh yeah.
Tools, weapon and armour, and it's down one.
Well, it's not a bad update to be honest. Like, I quite fancy the idea of a... Oh, aren't you a big beast? What?
Look at all these new things. Oh,
Look
put
at
it in hard
these.
for a minute.
there he is.
Look. Look. With the skeleton you can spawn it now. What the hell is that? Hold on, I'll set it now. Oh, you can spawn zombie villagers now. Elder,
That
it's the same thing. Oh, look! An evoker, that's mad. Oh, he's like what you think the devil looks like. Or a vampire, or whatever you'd call it. Oi!
whoa.
Oh, Ash, watch this. Come here. This is sick. Come over here. Ready, look. Hello! Where's he
Wait,
gone?
where has he gone? There.
He's here?
What? Where is he
A
now?
vindicator. I got myself a pet parrot.
Yeah. Oh wow, this is actually quite good update to be fair.
Alright, I'm gonna get myself a pet parrot from over there.
What? You can't.
Oi! It's mine. Oi! It follows me!
What? The parrot does?
Yeah, look. Land parrot.
How do
There
you
you
get...
look. Come over here. Why isn't it following me? Oi! Come over here, you smacker. Oh, God's sake. Look, ready. Sit!
Idiot. Sweet.
Does it not die?
Does now.
Look at my parrot, man.
How do you tame them,
I
or
made him
do they
sit down.
just...
Ready? Yeah, you can tame them if you use seeds. That's my parrot though, so you won't be able to tame it. I want to go see what it looks like in a different texture pack.
True.
The new beds look sick in the normal texture pack.
Lol.
Oh, your parrot looks sick in normal texture pack.
Yeah. My world, if you want to look at
Did
it.
you build it?
No, but we can use it. I'll send you a screenshot of it. I'm pretty sure it's still there. No. Right, I'm just heading over there now. It takes so long now. Well, kid, is it still here? Is it still here? No, it's not. It's gone.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a shame. As I say, it was round here. But it's not no more. You know what game? What game's that, Martin? But you have got to kind of agree with me, um, people, when I do say that the only games the PlayStation 4 gets now is Call of Duties, FIFA, and Racing Car. Oh my god, you just absolutely... That's my dream game. My dream game would be a game where basically you have Google Maps and basically you have like say for example like the whole of Europe, but like taken from Google Maps, if that makes sense. And then like, so for example, like, you know, like you have like so like you get the towns, but the towns don't have made up buildings in them, if that makes sense. Like everything's like as they are in the real towns. And I'd love like a game where you could just like live, where you just literally live your real life, from doing everything from like going to work to brushing your teeth. And then like if you do things wrong, like I reckon like that game should be like a game what never ends until your so say for example, like if your character died, he would die. He wouldn't respawn at the hospital. So for example, like you could play that game for ages, and you could get like really well at it. You could get quite old, and then for whatever reason, the game could say like, we're gonna make this game harder for you, and your character's gonna have an illness, and then you've got to play that game with that illness. And then if your character goes in this life simulation game, then your only option to keep playing the game is to start again as a new kid. And you get to, and I say like literally the whole game should be about your life. So like you literally start off as like a baby, and then like you go up to like crawling. You've actually got to attend school and stuff like that, and you've actually like got to do like like let's say like stuff in the classrooms at school, and then you've actually got to like do your homework, and then like you can like go about free roaming through the town, and then like you can like sign up to like after school clubs. So like if you want your character to be a bit of a fighter, you could make him go to a boxing club. Or if you wanted him to play football, you can make him join a football team. But then you've actually got to play the football, and you could buy a car and drive around. Yeah, but the catch is you actually got to do like a driving lesson as well. Like you can't just like get in a car and drive it, if that makes sense. And what I'm saying, like if that game was real, and at the outside the police station, you actually have to like find out what happens to you. So you've actually like got to like attend court, and then find out exactly like whether you would get sent down. And if you got sent down, then you'd actually play the game inside of jail. So like if you had quite a while in jail, you'd actually play the game inside the jail. But maybe if you did some good stuff in
You know
the
what I mean?
jail, in the
Alright, mate.
jail, then maybe you could get
My
like an
dad's a PJ
early
faggot.
release or something.
You are?
I think my dad's a
But
PJ
yeah,
faggot.
but
My
yeah,
dad's a
you've
pedo
literally,
faggot.
and you could have an online mode,
Maybe get a blister on your
so
little
we could
finger.
all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it should
Get a
just be
blister
a
on your
online mode.
thumb.
There should be no campaign. And then like literally like if you get like literally instead of having like, say for example, instead of having like computer controlled people, like everybody who you see, like whether it's walking on the streets, going in and out of houses, is literally like another online player.
That little
And
faggot.
same like if you want to
Ash.
get your own
I mean, Ash.
house, you just you've actually got to like pay your rent and work for it. Let's say if you drink an energy drink and be full of energy, you could cause
Like,
it.
fuck you,
Yeah,
would.
yeah, you know what I mean. You're on my exact right
And
level. That'd be my most
drink
favourite
an energy
game.
drink, you're full of fucking. Ugh, can't be asked anymore. This is shit.
That would be my favourite. That would be my favourite game if they ever released that. You know what? I might even make a. I might even make a video about that game, about a game like that, to see what like people would think about it. You know what I mean? Because like I think that'd be pretty cool if you played like a life simulator game where you started from birth and worked your way up to an old man. But like literally everything you do in real life,
Sims.
you would have to do
Anne's
in
pretty much already done that.
you'd have to do it in real. Like everything you do in real, from like going to the loo and brushing your teeth, you'd have to do it in the game. And then, like I say, like you could have like days where you would have a sickness
Some
bug.
people would get a bit bored of it though.
Like it would get boring, but I don't know. Like I think I'd find it quite fun. And like I say, instead of having like a campaign mode and an online mode, you have just
It's
a
like a
big online
free
mode.
mode. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just one big open
Like
world
GTA, but
game.
like realistic.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much like. But like everything you do, like if you want a house, you've actually got to like go through the estate agents. If you like get done for speeding, you can actually lose your car license, and then you've got to play the game without driving a car. And then you've got to like retake a test to get it back or something. And if you like
I'm not
someone,
gonna lie, I'd actually like that
and
game for
if
about
you
He
kill
plays the
someone,
guitar on the
first
MTV.
you
maybe
would have to
2 or 3
do
months
time
to
in
get over
jail.
all that.
And if you get out, people
Fuck.
won't like you. Yeah, that would be pretty sick. But the good thing about it is you can actually travel from different towns taken from Google Maps. You know, like say like Europe.
I want my
I think
money
that
from
I
nothing.
think that'd be sick. Imagine recording a role play on it. You know, like a park drive.
Obviously, you can literally do anything.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You know how when we talk on the phone and we've just got like a conference phone,
Yeah,
we
that's what I
literally talk
mean.
on the
Like,
phone.
if you could actually like call other players on the phone, and then like, what would be the cool thing about it is say like someone was in your chat party and they were like talking through the mic. If you called that person, it could make it so like the game sound
Liam,
as if they were coming through the phone.
Mm.
You lot could come
Liam.
to my. Yeah, that'd be sick. Like
What?
for regulations though, I would probably start off in my town if you know. Like definitely I'd say at the beginning of the game you
Liam.
could choose whereabouts you wanted to start off, like where you wanted to live. So if you did want to live in your own town on the game you could. But then I'd say like when you get older, if you wanted to move, then you could move to other towns. I think that'd be a sick game. That would literally.
It'd be sick if it was like the map was realistically sized as well, like on GTA. It's only 9 miles from top to bottom.
Mm,
It only takes about 20 minutes. Not even that.
you can steal cars and yeah, exactly. And say like
Basically
say
like a roleplay game.
game pretty
isn't it?
much, and basically if you have like say if you have like a family member in the game, like say for example like you could
And
play
you
as the
do
kid, and
it, doing a favour.
maybe someone who's been like, let's say for example like, so let's say for example like if a person's been playing the game for a while and he's got to an adult and he's got with somebody, let's say like when a new person like
Wank.
gets the game or joins the game for the first time, that could start off as like another character who's already like well leveled up having his baby, well having her, you know what I mean.
It'd just take a really long time
It
to like
would,
make that way.
but you don't have to like
Probably
make the
take like
you don't have
5
to
years
make
to
the
make it.
you don't have to make the time scale realistic, do you? Like you can like get older a bit quicker if you know what I mean.
Oh, my
And if
Skittles
you
fell
wanted
out
to
the bag
drive
and they
somewhere,
went
it could
everywhere.
take a while. Yeah, that would be cool. Or say like when you're a kid
What
and
happened? My
stuff, you've
Skittles fall
actually
out the
got to
bag.
get the bus and the trains to places, or like ride push bikes and skateboards.
And do you
Take
wanna
swimming
help me
lessons.
with something for a Park Drive episode?
You know, you could have jobs and work
Is that your
work for
death?
YouTube. I think so.
And are you
What?
deaf?
I don't listen to what Kelly was saying.
as he sits at the pub window.
I think fuck it, one more.
Nah, I'd be buzzing for that game. I think it'd be sick, like.
I'll read you something as well, Kai. I'll switch off for
What?
now. You shouted me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Why?
Can you help me with something?
It'd be good,
Move,
like, just a
dickhead!
way to. You know what I mean? That'd be a sick game, Stampy. I've always fancied a game like that. Cause them games like that interest me more than, like, let's say made up games what are like set in the futuristic times, or games what go back like to the medieval times where you like build your empire and protect your castle and protect your base. They don't interest me. Same with like war games don't interest me either.
Kelly, I've got something really, really, really good for you.
But doing stuff like living in a normal life as a game would
That's
be
my
pretty
bag.
cool.
Oh, that was disgusting.
I think that'd be sick, you know. I'd love something like that where you could just like literally do like all the realistic stuff you would do.
And it wouldn't just be like one part of the world, like it wouldn't just be England, it'd be like everywhere.
Yeah, that'd be sick. And then depending what you do at school in the game could depend on what you do when you're older. You know,
Yeah.
like as a career type thing. So like say like if
Was
you
there
ended
any
up
point?
fixing cars, then
Was there any point in that fucking update for Minecraft today? It's shit.
It's not really, is it?
you haven't
It's good.
seen what's in it, have you?
2 horses and a fucking load of beds. Whippy-ki-yay.
There's not just 2 horses and a load of beds, Ant.
Yeah, there is.
There isn't. There's more stuff. There's more stuff like the new brick wall design with security cameras on it and the city texture pack and the parrot and other things.
No, it looks shit.
Yeah, 'cause you've not looked into it properly, that's why. You just took the first glimpse of it and gone,
I'm just gonna delete it anyway. I think it's getting shit.
lol. Yeah, I'm doing PD.
Kel, can you write a post on Facebook? What? I want to sell my PlayStation.
Yeah, okay, Ant.
Be serious.
Why? Don't you like us?
Kelly? No, I think you're all arseholes. Not really. But anyway, now I'm going into a job, Ash, and well, soon. In a couple of weeks. And I won't be on it as much.
You have a lot... Where you have a lot of money. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh!
So you'll be wanting to leave Park Drive, will you, Ant?
No?
I mean, like, if you're not going to be on as much.
I don't know yet, Ash.
Like
I don't
when
know
you...
what she was talking about.
No, I'm just saying, you know. Because I had an idea, that was all, if you were thinking of dropping out for a bit.
You're not killing Derek. That's bad.
I wasn't going to suggest that. Thank you.
What the fuck?
Wait, have you got a mic?
Who?
So I'm streaming on. If you didn't
Oh.
realise.
No, Ash.
I've been
I didn't.
streaming since you joined. Well, way before you joined. Yeah, have you got a mic? How often do you, like, you're not from the UK, are you?
Oh, fuck
Like,
off.
like
What?
I'm asking, like, how often you get online?
Them chips look anemic.
Yeah, I thought you were. How often do you get online though? That's what I'm saying. Like in terms of Sundays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah, like what I'm saying is you've probably seen on my channel, but we do a role play series called Park Drive Drama. It's kind of basically like people living their like life in this neighbourhood, but it like films all their issues and when things go wrong. And basically we're always looking for new people. So if you you know, then you know, like if you wanted to join it type thing, you could always join it. Yeah, I know, but that was like ages ago. Like things have progressed since then. So we can always like make you come in as a character, have a have a different house type thing, and you could potentially become a part of the show. B7.
B7?
Yeah, B711HD.
Have we spoken to him before?
I just want to help. Yeah, we have done ages ago. I mean, if you wanted to join the roleplay, you could. Like, we've nearly done 100 episodes, and like I say, it's not like I'm desperate for people, but it's always good to advertise for people for the roleplay. You know what I mean? That's all, like, you know, even if you don't want to join, like, right now, you could probably join in the future, you know what I mean? It's all, Park Drive's not going anywhere, so... When I get 20 years old, I'll join. Yeah, we have 14-year-old people in Park Drive. It doesn't matter about being older or being younger. I mean, obviously we are letting 5-year-olds do Park Drive, but you know what I mean, like...
Anthony Withington.
You know.
Pete.
But you know, it's you're out. The offer's there anyway. Like even if you don't say yes now, which you obviously haven't, but you know, you could always say like you can always get back to me in 2 weeks' time or 2 years' time, depending on whether Park Drive's still going by then. I mean, who knows where Park Drive would be in 2 years' time? It might not even be a thing. Or there again, it could still be making episodes just like it is today. You know, you never know what could happen. Like. No one can see into the future, but I'm hoping in 2 years' time it's still carrying on with like loads of different actors and different people. But I have to go to work today. But oh, I get you. The dice gets rolling a bit quicker in America, doesn't it? You know, as in like a lot of younger people start working earlier and... What's up with you, Ant?
Yes. No, nothing important.
Oh, I thought you'd maybe got your
Anthony
job or
Withington.
something.
I went out. No. It's the guy I went to security with, Kelly.
Oh, is that the one you're on about who had the two ants in your class? Yeah, what about him? Like, can I help
I never
you?
asked him for his Facebook.
Oh, but you found him.
And I found him on Facebook,
Can
and I want him. I want to
can
work with
I
him.
be in?
I want him to
Can
come and work
I
with me.
be the interview man in PD? Like the person that interviews PD.
Tell you what, his missus is good looking.
Oh yeah, you can, Martin. I'm not being funny, but I think if anybody was to do that job, you'd be the best person to do it, Martin, because you're like you're the master of role playing. Like I'll never forget that day. And to be honest with you, I still think about this. Like. But that day when we did Noreen's house fire, and you were like, you'd like just found out that Lisa, like the explosion had happened and she fell down there, and it was just the way you did that voice. Like, I still think of that today. That's probably by far one of my most favourite scenes in Park Drive, because of you couldn't have acted that out any better. And that's like the most, like, I don't know, like, yeah, add me on PSN if you haven't already. But like that's probably the best video clip I've ever recorded, because you just did so well in it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that where you were just going, Lisa. Like, that literally, like when I watched that back in the editing, that actually did bring a tear to my eye. Like, it sounded so realistic. Oh, you did? What's your PSN name? Actually, forget that. My game should be open. Still, I'll still never forget that scene. But also, you've done some pretty good scenes where you've been angry as well. You know, which was all part of it. Yeah, I know you have. So yeah, like, you could do the job of deciding who's a good actor or not. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I've just remembered, guys. There is no more I can stream for quite a while because there's no Emmerdale
What do you
today.
mean?
When you nod your head yes, but you want to say no. Yeah.
So Ant,
Yeah.
can you help me with something for Park Drive?
What?
Because I believe that you're the man to go to.
Yeah.
For what?
You're the next best
Basically,
man
I need help building like a monster truck track. So I don't know how to do it.
Ash,
What do I want to track for?
you are a class actor too. Oh, you
Ethan
know,
and
I
Bill are
don't
meant to go
do
there.
too bad with Steve, to be fair. But you see, the thing with me is if I lived in a house on my own, Steve Woods would get a lot more angry in his angrier scenes than he does. And believe you and me, he'd get a lot more violent than he does. But because obviously I like live with grandparents and all of that, like if I started making Steve Woods proper shout, I'd get like told off for making a noise from downstairs. So I can't take Steve Woods to the best of my abilities, but you know, I do my best, like trying to put my mic closer to my mouth and, you know, just, you know. But yeah, I'm quite good at Steve Woods when Steve Woods is sorry for things. But I'd say Steve Woods is like, Noreen's good, but Noreen's doesn't do any, what you would call, exactly like massive scenes, if that makes sense. Like, she's been involved in like fires and accidents, but she's never like been in fights and arguments with people. Whereas Steve Woods is like, you
So,
know,
Ant, do you know how to build one?
Steve Woods has punched people and kidnapped people.
Yeah, I know, but
You know what I
Do you
mean?
know how to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas like Noreen's kind of more like, you alright, love? You want a cup of tea?
Well, are you planning on building that?
In my world.
Oh, my.
Yeah, we're doing a park drive scene in Camo's world.
Really?
Yeah. Don't you remember in one of the episodes last week?
No.
So Ethan, mate, I was wondering if you wanted to come and see a monster truck show this weekend.
Thing is, though, I don't know whether to do it in the arena that I'm in at the moment. And do you know what my Manchester arena looks like?
Yeah.
Steve,
Shall I do it in there?
I'm looking
Yeah.
for a...
Because I've already like
Wait,
set up the barrier where like you know how it used to have just the seats going down to the floor.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
got a
disgusting.
oh yeah, I'm adding it now.
Half human, half beast.
who does?
A sheep gave birth to a half
Oh,
human,
I get
half
it.
sheep.
So basically,
Yeah.
No, it's
some
real.
Welsh man has had sex with a ghost.
Did you hear about all that?
Theologically, yeah.
Did you hear about that massive thing in Pakistan?
Nah.
Mate, literally, right? Like you know, like a oil tanker,
Yeah.
Yeah.
literally turned over in Pakistan, and a load of them riding motorbikes, like used it to get free oil, and one of the people there lit his cigarette up, and the whole thing went kaboom.
Wow.
Literally, it was in the Daily Star yesterday.
What a retard.
Ash kid, ask some questions to the people trying to get in, and I'll let you know what I think of them. Well, there's no one exactly like trying to get in at the moment, but I know what you mean. Like, if someone is, well, first of all, I'd ask them is like, obviously, like, age, where they come from, if they've had any experience with
It's important
role
to know.
If they've
with
got
role
AIDS.
with role playing, you know, like if they've done like other types of role play before, if they've got YouTube channels, you know, like kind of stuff,
Hey,
so I
these
know
chips.
whether they're like familiar with being in like YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they don't cook underneath others.
And then I'd give them like a little
No.
trial scene, probably, where like say they just
Well,
have
they...
to knock at one of the houses in Park Drive and have a conversation with someone.
What?
Thought Ellie was on wires, but she's not. Evidently, you've been knocked all day.
But I'd maybe do a couple of trials. So I'd do one where it's just a normal conversation. I'd do another trial one where they'd have to come round and be upset about something. And then I'd probably do one where they have to come round and be angry about something. So I could kind of like see what they're like when they're normal, when they're sad, and when they're angry. If you get me.
You're alright now, just think now.
And I'll tell you what I think of them. The final decision. Yeah, that's a good idea. That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a good plan. But if, for example, like Steve or Ant doesn't like them for whatever reason, like if it's a valuable reason, then they have the chance to say, you know, I don't want him doing it type thing.
And I've noticed how you don't really like Harrison.
He doesn't.
You wanna kick him out?
Yeah.
It's fucking Amy I want to get rid of.
Nah, Amir's actually quite safe.
We're going down to Billion tomorrow, Robert.
Right, we don't start arguments or nothing, he's just special.
Why?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Billion, and not the nicest
The
kind.
thing with Harrison is Harrison nagged me for ages about wanting to join Park Drive.
There's already a crime reference number.
But I thought he was going to be quite bad at Park Drive, you know what I mean? So I kind of put it off and thought, nah, and then it had been a while and he hadn't asked me for ages, and he asked me again, and I thought, you know what, I'll put you in, because we were needing new actors just to see how he goes. And he actually turned out not being too bad in Park Drive. I think at first he was just a bit, I think he was a bit shy and nervous, but if you looked at the Harrison when he first joined Park Drive to the Harrison now, he's changed a lot. Ash, what happens if I don't like the person? Then, if you have a valid reason, then he doesn't have to join. Like for example, like if you just went to me, oh, I don't like that kid, he sounds like he's got a blocked nose, then obviously that's not gonna, you know, like, that's not gonna stop him from being in PD. But say for example,
There ain't got block nose, don't like him.
Hey,
but
Martin, you know that Ash guy? I don't like him. I don't want him in Park Drive anymore. Oh shit, he makes it.
but no, like, but then if you had a valid reason, like you spotted something he did wrong in like some of his acting, or for example if he'd been starting an argument with someone else like Amir, Harrison, Steve, Ant or you, then obviously you could say, or Camo, you know, type thing. But you know, obviously just saying, oh, I don't like him, he kept going on about his broken toenail, that's not gonna, you know.
Do you mean his broken toenail?
I'm just using an example, like, because obviously Amir goes on a lot about his infinite swouch.
I've never heard him say that in my life.
Yeah, even Martin will say on the stream, infinite swouch instead of infinite warfare. That's what it is.
Nah, man.
Ash can.
Martin, she fell down the stairs about 3 times yesterday.
Who did?
Yeah, Martin knows about infinite swouch. or what's Amir's favourite streamer, Swanky Goo?
Swanky Goo.
What's
Let me
that?
see if Swanky Goo's online.
Yep, Swanky Goo streaming and when.
And I'm wearing my sking.
Yeah.
He's just funny though, isn't he? Oh,
I'm wearing
you
this
don't like
sking
him,
because
man.
I got this sking for Christmas when the sking pack came half price, and
Hey.
my mum said, "Well, you may as well have it." And I'm wearing the same
Amir
sking
is
as
that
Swanky
thick.
Goo.
Amir is so thick he doesn't understand that you're taking the piss out of him.
True.
Exactly, you're horrible to him, man.
Nah.
Whereas if you took the piss out of Martin, he'd tell you shut the fuck up and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah, obviously. He can't help it, bless him, but
Exactly.
you know, it's still
He did actually tell me and Ashley he goes to a special school.
Yeah, I know he can't. It's just, you know.
And he can't help being a packy.
I'm streaming, and
Yeah.
oh. That's good. I wanted Sid today. Oh, his
He doesn't
brother.
just do a scene, does he?
No, it pissed me off on, was it the other day? Sunday. I can't get in that scene. I want to do a scene.
No, that was the one that I was in. Thursday.
Oh, you missed it that day. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Lol. I tell you what, you need to program it more.
Yeah.
And Amanda, stop it. Oh God.
Sid. Yo, Sid. Yo, man. Is your brother in today, is that?